VegasUNR. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com, which means it's time for Vegas Unwrapped. The phone lines are open at 702-483-4444. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash.
And welcome everybody to the first fall edition of Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, October 2nd, 2014. Welcome to Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, coming to you live from the studios of VegasAllNetRadio.com. Beautiful Las Vegas, where the weather the last couple of days has been absolutely tremendous. Mr. Cash, how are you, sir?
I'm technologically challenged.
As always, of course. We're just plugging your headset in here.
That's okay.
I
can still hear you.
I know you can.
All right, that's
there
good.
You go.
There you go.
All right, so besides being behind on your headset, what's cooking there, Mr. Cash?
Well, it's been a very busy week for Phillips and Cash.
Yes.
And how's your back? Let's talk about that a
my
little
back
bit.
Right now, thank God for Loratab. Let's just say that, because right now I'm feeling no pain.
That's a good ththing.
So
not like yesterday.
No, yesterday I was in a world of hurt. Yesterday, I a back spasm comes on out of nowhere, and I was in so much pain yesterday that I almost called my wife Robin to come home and take me to the hospital. But we came down here to do Sandy Castell's show and do our little segment there.
I got to tell you, you really, the show must go on. If one didn't know you were really in pain, you came across very, very well, right, John?
Yeah.
I think if you watch John's video of the show, however, I think you'll see that I was cringing sitting at the desk, and there were a couple of times where I was holding on pretty handily to the slot where the headset cords come through, because there were a couple of tweaks in there where I didn't think I was going to survive the show. But we got through it. Thank God for Loratab. Thank God for heating pads and all that other good stuff, because that saved me, and all is good today. Today, so far, so good.
And we did miss you last night at the
I know,
at the Tuscany Grill.
I felt bad about that.
You missed a good dinner too.
I know.
Oh, I'm telling you, really good.
I know. Listen, it was either food or my back. So I think I chose the lesser of the better, healthier of all causes. So
we'll get back there.
Yeah, we'll get back there probably in the next week or a couple of weeks as we get ready. The big show's the 19th, of course, with Sandy Castell Orchestra and Sandy and Michael and Mark Giovi and David DaCosta and just a whole slew of great performers. So.
I'll tell you what was interesting.
And we're even going to be in tuxedos.
Yeah, I missed, and so will John.
And John's going to be in a tuxedo, too.
He's also in red.
Actually,
no, he's not.
Actually, for that night, I'm going to be in a formal gown.
A formal gown.
There you go, with rhinestones.
How special. But,
tomorrow's my last chance with the show in the morning.
Right.
Okay. Unbelievable.
No, John, when I called, and by the way, I want to thank Tuxedo Junction, Mika Moon and her crew over there once again, taking care of Vegas Unwrapped and our needs for tuxedos. When I called after John went in that Friday, and I called on Saturday after you sent me a message, I called to make sure everything was okay, and she was telling me that John ordered the red, and even she said to me, I thought that was Ricky Cash's color.
See, I love the respect.
Yeah, so I said, well, it kind of is. I said, so I hope...
I'm getting a red tie.
Well, yeah, I have the black with the red tie, so that's cool.
So I'm good with that.
Yeah, but we'll be ready to go on the 19th, doing interviews and maybe doing a little intro or something for them, but we're going to be, it's at the Canyon Gate Country Club.
Hello.
On the 19th of October, and $35 tickets, and I think as of yesterday...
Two tables left.
2 tables left now?
Now 2 tables
left. And that's 2 tables of 10, so there's only 20 tickets available.
Right.
This is a sit-down dinner with your full complement of entertainment. It's going to be a tremendous night.
They're going to have music during dinner, and the show will start after that.
That's correct. Sit-down starts at 7, I think?
6:30.
6:30?
Yeah, we'll be interviewing while we're eating. That should be interesting.
Yeah, nothing like having marsala sauce coming down off your chin while you're talking to people.
Yeah, we are having marsala.
Chicken marsala. He's going to make eggplant.
And
a pasta dish of some sort.
And a big antipasta dish. Yeah, that's going to be great.
It's going to be good stuff. Always is. And I'm looking forward to it, because getting dressed in a tuxedo is always fun.
Yeah.
So
it's exposure for the dynamic duo.
That's right. I want to give a shout out to Miss Brandy, who's listening to us down in Louisiana. Louisiana. She's down there listening to us. And I don't know, folks, if you saw the picture, but I want to mention, we've been touting the Ricky Cash fan club now for about 3 weeks. September 4th, we opened it.
Yeah.
Today's October 2nd.
Wow, time flies.
Yes.
You're having fun.
So, we're raising funds to donate back to the community, and one of the causes was the Air Force Base down in Louisiana.
It was our first cause.
It was our first cause for the air base when families and airmen and whatever, they get assigned there so quick, they literally barely have enough time with the shirts on their back. So there's a nice picture on our Facebook page of the ladies who run with, I guess it's called like the attic store, whatever it is.
Right.
With all of we sent them some hats and shirts and autographed pictures, and Brandy delivered it for us down there because obviously we didn't go. And nice picture of the ladies with our stuff there thanking us. And
it was real cool.
So check it out on the Facebook page. By the way, we got 2 more fans going into tonight. So we're up to 1574.
Right. Very, very
So we're
nice. And one of those fans is the guy, Ruben Sierra, who...
R.S. Cashman.
R.S. Cashman, as he's known in the radio world.
Right.
And he was on the Raw Power Sports with us on Tuesday night giving his baseball analysis. And let me tell you guys...
His picks were good.
You better go check it out because he's on top of it. Very, very nice.
Absolutely.
By the way, I will tell you one last thing about last night. Mm-hmm. It's very different interviewing without you there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, it really...
Because I know what it's like when you're not with me.
Yeah, it's like... Well, come on, Aaron. You're supposed to be talking now. So it was. I'll tell you what. It took me at least 3 interviews of myself
to get into a groove
before I started getting actually comfortable.
Well, that's good.
And he only did 4.
Oh, stop! Stop.
I have the sheet. I saw 11. Yeah. So which is all good.
It's all fun.
So any shout outs? Anything worth? I know we don't have an Empire thing because you've kind of cooled off, but
cooled it down.
Changing directions. What's going on?
Well, I haven't heard anybody on the strip yet, for my little OPC business. I haven't hit anybody, but I'm working with a good group of people, and again, thanks to Mike Leonetti and his crew over at Resort Stay International. So, and there's some good folks. I'm actually working tomorrow and Saturday morning.
Okay.
And
you're working on Yom Kippur?
What can I tell
you? I should expect from a guy who put ham on matzah.
Hey, listen,
okay?
it was, and we had Hanukkah ham the year before.
Oh my gosh!
Anyway, Jay Lee and Adrian were looking for a house, right? That's because Kathy's dad, the one that I put into the stroke, is going to be moving in with Kathy. So Jamie, JL, and her husband say, no, we're trying to get out. So they're trying to get a house. So we're wishing them good luck on that. And Lois doesn't have a minute's rest. I'm saying,
what does she do now?
Every week she's got people coming and going from all over the country.
Really?
Yeah. And in the meantime, she's had something like $9,000 worth of home repairs this summer. They found a crawl space where they had 1.5 feet of water in her house.
Yeesh.
I'm thinking, we don't have basements nor crawl spaces out here.
No, we don't.
So she promised she's listening. She wanted to know who was coming on. I said to her, your guess is as good as mine, even though I knew Michelle and Katie were coming on. But
that's all right. That's good.
It's all good stuff. Good. And that's, and Bella, I want to give her a shout out because Bella Capo, she hasn't been feeling too well lately. And man, this gal has gone through enough struggles. She doesn't need any health problems.
No, she does not.
We wish her well as well.
Absolutely. By the way, those of you who will be viewing this on our YouTube archive will notice that.
How do you get to that again?
You can go right to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Unwrapped2010, where all of our past 6-7 shows, courtesy of JPEG, are video recorded for posterity, as well as our regular archives, which you can get. Just go to vegasunwrapped.net, click on the link that says archives, and there'll be a link back to our site where all the audio is. But those, as John is recording, they're noticing right now that there's a beautiful young lady sitting between you and I, that people in the radio world who are just listening to us don't know that she's here. So let's clarify and simply say that a good friend of ours, Michelle Nicolason, joins us, and she's going to be talking with us in a little bit. Did I pronounce that right? Did I finally get it right?
Yes.
Yes, because I've been known to screw it up. Wave to the camera. There you go.
Michelle, he worked on that from the entire trip from home to the studio.
Absolutely.
And he was butchering it. No way.
I'm telling you.
The fact that he got it
Absolutely.
No, yeah. Thumbs
Lots
up to
of
you
applause.
because not a lot of people can get it the first try.
No, that's Lori Tab talking. That's why. It's got the brain loose. And she'll be talking to us after our first break about cystic fibrosis and a great fundraiser that is happening later this month, right? Over at UNLV. And we'll be sharing some information about that. And if our membership continues to grow, could be another cause that Phillips and Cash makes a contribution to.
We certainly would like to do that.
So,
not to forget our good man behind the board tonight.
Yep, that was next on the agenda.
Mr. Bobcat.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well, JPEG, get in your corner and leave
There you
me
go.
alone.
So the crew is here. So what's hot in the Bobcat corner?
Bobcat world is, buddy, I'll tell you one thing. 50,000 people last weekend at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Right.
Camping World Trucks was here, and
Right.
Eric Jones, the big winner out there last week. What a great show,
Very
though.
cool.
Wasn't he? Isn't he part of the guys? The guys that you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he races trucks like the rest of the guys.
Yeah, he races trucks, yeah. He goes around and around. He makes left turns at 170 miles an hour, my friend.
Isn't he part of the Bush team for trucks?
No, he's not. No. Yes, he is part. He's part of Kyle's team. That is correct.
Kyle's team.
And
you see, I'm not that.
the truck to beat that night was Darrell Wallace Jr., which is a Kyle Busch truck too. But old Darrell just couldn't hang in there, man. And Eric gets the win. So that was a great thing. Shall we do this little quick?
Let's go to the Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk.
Well, let's do it right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. As we bring it on to you, Jeff Gordon, your winner last week at the 45th Annual AAA 400 at the Dover International Speedway. Stick a fork in him. That's right. Here's the first four drivers that are out of the chase. A.J. Allmendinger will say goodbye to you, along with Kurt Busch, Greg Biffle, and Eric Almirola all say goodbye. The contender round starts up next, guys. So we'll see what happens. It's three more races, and then we'll say goodbye to three more drivers. NFL action for you. We're just getting started. Quarter number 1, 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go. It's a 0-0 score with Green Bay and Minnesota, okay? Major League Baseball right now, 3-4. Bottom of the 8th inning, Baltimore on top of Detroit. How about those amazing Kansas City Royals, a 9-8 winner, final in 12 innings, and that's what we're taking a look at in sports. We'll get you caught up on college and NFL football, top of the hour coming up. That's sports. I'm Bobcat for Vegas Unwrapped.
All right, Baltimore and Detroit actually won final 12-3. They scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th.
Baltimore went nuts at the end.
Crazy stuff. But all right, so thank you, Bobcat. We're good to go as far as our sports desk is concerned. You know, MSN changed their entire layout for their homepage, MSN.com.
Yeah,
I can't find anything anymore.
It's terrible.
I don't like it.
I don't like when these people start. It's like the Facebook. They get Facebook working right, then they have to come back and start change. Leave it alone.
Absolutely. All right, you can get us by calling 702-483-4444. You can Skype us at Vegas All Net Radio. You can also inbox me on Facebook. You can check it out, Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, or Aaron Phillips, and we can communicate during the show. Coming up next, the beauty takes over from the beasts. Michelle Nicolason, cystic fibrosis fundraiser coming up on the other side. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss it. Phillips and Cash, we'll be back. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, Bobcat on the board, JPEG behind the camera, and you, the listener. Just sounded like Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, right.
Let's welcome to the show a good friend of ours, someone who we've had the honor of talking to, and we met a couple of years ago through the pageant circuit, Miss Michelle Nicolason. How are you, dear?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Good. Do you miss the crown?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. What was your official title, Miss Teen?
Miss Teen Nevada,
Miss Teen
2013.
Nevada, 2013. That's right.
Correct.
That was one heck of a pageant, too.
That's right. Everybody looked great, but you miss it, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you going to compete in other pageants?
I am, actually. I have one coming next month in November.
Okay, which one is that?
It's Nevada Teen USA.
Okay. Do they need MCs?
Where is that being held? Do you know?
That one will be held at the West Artemis Ham Hall at UNLV.
Oh, on campus.
Yeah.
Very good. Very cool. All right, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about something rather important, and that is cystic fibrosis.
Yes.
How'd you get involved with this foundation?
Well, I didn't really know much about it until pretty much I got into college, I actually found out that my instructor had cystic fibrosis. So I kind of got a little bit interested in that and wanted to know a little bit more on what that was. So I did some research and I got involved more, and I just really want to spread awareness because this is something a lot of people don't really know about. So yeah.
So what is it?
That was my question.
Well, pretty much it's a disease passed down through families that causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs. It's also in the digestive tract and other areas of the body. It's one of the most common chronic lung diseases in children and young adults, and it's a life-threatening disorder as well.
So you said it is genetic.
Yes.
Wow. So it actually passes down.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How is it treated at this point in time?
Treated, there's actually no cure for it.
Well, I didn't say cure. I'm wondering how are the symptoms treated? Do they have anything to ease it up a little bit?
I'm not for sure on that.
Okay,
because
because I don't know it. That's why I'm asking.
Right.
I've also heard that it's something that there is no, quote, cure for it, but I know that millions and millions of dollars are being raised each year for research and stuff like that.
I'm still learning about that myself as well.
Yeah.
Well, allow me to answer your question, courtesy of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, which is www.cff.org. Cystic fibrosis is a complex chronic disease that affects different parts of the body, especially the lungs and, as Michelle said, the digestive system. To stay healthy, people with CF of all ages must follow a regular treatment routine to maintain lung health and have good nutrition and growth. The type and severity of CF symptoms can differ widely from person to person. Each day, however, most people with CF do airway clearance to help loosen and clear thick mucus that can build up in the lungs, take inhaled medicines, including antibiotics, to help keep the airways clear, and take pancreatic enzyme supplements to improve absorption of vital nutrients.
So it's a constant, lifelong fight doing these things, and that not necessarily, all it does is it eases it a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Something I learned.
Yeah, hey, listen, that's why we're here. We're infotainment.
We unwrap.
We unwrap cystic fibrosis.
Right.
True.
So, how long have you been involved with supporting cystic fibrosis?
Oh, well, I actually just started with it. That's why I'm trying to get more people involved with it as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what are you doing to get the word out besides appearing on Vegas Unwrapped?
Well, pretty much I actually did a partnership with the Yogurtland. I just spoke with the manager, and on October 9th, we're going to do a fundraising event at the Yogurtlands on Lake Mead, Flamingo, Centennial, and in Eastern. And it's going to be an all-day event where pretty much you buy yogurt, and just be sure to mention that you're with the cystic fibrosis, and they'll donate part of those proceeds to the organization itself.
Gee, I wonder how you got into the one at Lake Mead and
I wonder that
Tenaya.
too. I think we have a mutual friend. That's
we
why.
do.
Oh, it's that, Michelle.
Yeah, shout out to Marin over there, who's the manager, Marin Russell, who we've had on the show numerous times.
Yes.
And my kryptonite, because she has red hair.
His kryptonite.
That's my kryptonite. So that's good. So that's the 9th, which is a Thursday, because we'll be on the air.
But we can still stop by.
But you said at any time, right?
Yeah, I think she said it would be all day.
Okay.
Well, stop by before the show and fill up.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. That's
I like
a plan.
it.
That's
All
a plan. All right. So that's good. Now, what are you involved with for fundraising? I know there's this event coming up. Why don't you talk about the event that you're working on?
Right.
That you're part of.
Well, the great thing about this CF Foundation is that it's the world's leader in search for a cure for cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
And they fund research than any other organization. And nearly every CF drug available today was made possible because of foundation support. And the good thing is that they're a nonprofit donor-supported organization as well. And their mission is to improve the quality of the life of those with cystic fibrosis and ultimately find the cure. So if you want to get involved with it, you can go ahead and go on cff.org, go on the events page, and you're going to find a chapter. So when you go find the chapter, you're going to click on Nevada, and then you're going to see all the upcoming events that we're going to have, and you're going to see the Great Strides event that's going to be on October 18th.
What's that about?
That one is the Foundation's largest national fundraising event. So each year, more than 125,000 people participate in hundreds of walks across the country to raise funds for this. So it's a great way to raise money for it. So you can go ahead, go online. If you want to register for this, you can do it separately. You can join a team, or you can become a virtual walker. So it's going to be at the UNLV.
A virtual walker.
Virtual walker.
That's right up our alley.
Sounds like something I would love to be virtually walking. Wow. Because I remember when I used to really walk. Right.
Yeah, in case you didn't want to, in case you want to still participate but can't make it to the event, you can become a virtual walker.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can donate to URL. You can go to fightcf.cff.org/go/Michelle, my name, N614, and you can donate as much as possible, whatever you'd like, and really anything helps, and it will be greatly appreciated.
Will you put that link up on our Vegas Unwrapped fan page for us?
I absolutely
So we
will.
can-
Yes.
Everybody can direct themselves right from the Vegas Unwrapped page.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
And the other thing, and speaking for Aaron, I know he's with me 100% on this. If in any event in the future that you need us for anything, and if it's just personal appearance or pictures or whatever we could do that would help raise money for the cause, let us know because we'd love to participate with you.
Wow, thank you guys.
So how long is the walk? How big is the path? How big of a
Well, it would be my first year doing it too, so my guess is as good as yours.
okay. So
but I'm assuming around a mile. Yeah.
About a mile around the campus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I've done walks on the campus. It's very nice there. Years ago we did one. I think it was actually for Susan G. Komen years ago. My girls were like small. They were real young. And but walking through the campus is a nice experience when you're doing
Especially in October.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
absolutely.
the weather's perfect.
So, all right. So you put the link on our Facebook page, so
Yes.
our listeners can go right to it. And this is good for anybody. You're listening to us on podcast. Hey, go out there, make a donation, $5, $10, whatever you want to do. Michelle will put the link on our Facebook page, and we'll get it out there for you. That's how you become a virtual walker, right?
There you go.
Especially if you're doing it from like New Jersey, you can't come in and walk. Make your donation and support the cause. What's the goal this year? Do you know?
Well,
What
my
they're looking to raise?
personal goal, the goal is to raise as much as possible.
Sure.
But my personal goal is to raise at least $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You'll count Vegas Unwrapped in for 10% of that. We'll donate $50 to you and your efforts. So you only need $450.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
so let's
It
get
means a
out there.
lot.
Let's support the cause.
And that $50 will come directly out of the funds that we're receiving through the Ricky Cash Fan
Oh,
Club.
thank you.
Absolutely. That's the sole purpose for it.
That's why we want to do this. Look, it's already sending chills. I'm telling you. Well, that and sitting next to Michelle. But.
Oh, now cut that out.
Oh, come
you.
on. I'm old enough to say that. I'm like a grandfather. What are you kidding me? Or maybe a great-grandfather. Jeez.
Well, thank you guys so much. It
I have
means a
so
lot.
many thoughts I could say to that right
You're
now.
such a bad man,
But I
that?
won't.
Good job.
In honor of Michelle, I will.
Okay, there you
Out of
go.
respect for Michelle, I won't say anything derogatory about Cash being older than dirt. But anyway,
No, don't even mention it, right?
no. Did you want to introduce your photographer here, even though he doesn't want to come on the air?
Oh, yeah. Rainier, come up here and say hi.
Say hi,
This is my friend Rainier.
Rainier. How are you, Rainier?
Hello.
So what is your support in the cause?
Right into this.
I'm part of the organization that Michelle is a part of, which is Team Bring It.
Okay.
And pretty much my goal is to help her set her goal.
All right.
Yeah.
So kind of like her assistant.
Yes. Most definitely.
I wonder, were the boys fighting over to be your assistant? How did he win out?
Oh, I've known him since middle school.
Oh, okay.
We've had a long friend relationship
Gotcha.
going on. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. That's cool.
That's so awesome.
It's so good to see you. Count us in. Keep us in the loop. We'll want an after-event report. So
Absolutely, yes.
we'll get an update on that. And like I said, as soon as you put the link up on the Facebook page of Vegas Unwrapped, then we'll go out there and make our donation for you, so you'll get off and running and support the cause. I mean, it's one of those diseases with no cure that kind of is frightening.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ALS thing and
Right.
some of the others that we want to be more involved in.
And it's not one you hear a lot about in terms of support.
No, you don't.
You know, it's out there, and I know people with CF, but you remember, what was her name? Catherine from Kiwanis, the small, petite, blonde woman.
Sure, right.
She has
That's
CF.
right, she did.
So, but anyway, so check it out. Look for the link, and remember, go out onto the Ricky Cash Fan Club, help our cause, because that's where we make our donations to support causes like
And
this.
spread the word. See, what the goal on that is, if you put it on your Facebook page and tell everybody that you joined, well, that's going to bring the multitudes of people in.
A plethora.
We're going to use some big words tonight.
I worked hard on that one too.
Yeah,
Telling you, it's great on Laura Tab. Anyway, that's right. Thank you so much for coming. It was great to see you.
Thank you. And
All
just
right.
want to say, don't forget about October 9th at Yogurtland.
Yogurtland, October 9th.
Oh, that's us for
No,
sure.
we're there.
You don't even have to mention
You
us.
better tell Marin to be ready for Phillips and Cash to come in and get our ice cream,
Oh,
get
she
our
already
yogurt.
knows that.
And we'll come in. And if Bobcat and JPEG are nice guys, maybe we'll even bring in some for them.
Yeah, we will. Especially, we got to keep Bobcat healthy.
I know.
You know?
Have you been eating healthy?
Is he awake?
Yes, Bobcat has been eating. Yes, I'm doing very well.
All right. Just want to make sure.
What was the odds on that?
Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you again, dear.
Thank you so much.
Vegas Unwrapped, Phillips and Cash, Bobcat on the board, JPEG behind the camera, you the listener. Cystic fibrosis, support it. Check it out when the link is on the Facebook page of Vegas Unwrapped. We'll be back with more right after this.
Back.
We're back.
Oh, by the way,
Where did we go?
I missed it before.
Yes.
In our shout-outs, Brandy Lane, all right, celebrated a milestone today, and we want to congratulate her on
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Let's see if we can get a proper sound effect in for that. Here we go. Of course, it would help if I'm plugged in, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So let's hold that sound effect till I plug in. Where's the cord? There it is. It's way over here. I always forget about it because Bobcat promised us he was going to have sound effects loaded for us. So I was kind of... Could you bring up my pod? Yes. There we go. Thank you, sir. So, Brandy, that is for you. 6 months. Good job. We're behind you here in Vegas. And doing your thing. We appreciate it. By the way, speaking of saving lives like cystic fibrosis, Mr. Cash.
Yes.
Did you hear about the race to save a life? Did you hear about that?
Something like that.
Yeah,
What's
rev up your engine.
Oh, that was the one we've only been announcing for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I heard about.
Shift into gear. Racing competition will soon be here. It's a fundraising race day to stop bullying and prevent teen suicide. Save a life and join us. When, you ask?
When?
Saturday, November. Boy, that was so. Whoa. Saturday, November 8th, the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 121 East Sunset Road from 5 to 9 p.m. For $25, you get 2 races. That is so cool. Raffle prizes, special guests, racing fun, spread awareness from On Pit Road Racing. Proceeds go to Can't Make Believe Kids, anti-bullying, and suicide prevention research. Good stuff. So are we going to be out there for that one with you?
Yeah.
Is
Come on
that
out.
That's a Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Yeah.
All right.
It's 5
5 to 9 in the evening?
Yeah, 5 to 9. Nice and cool.
Let me have that date again so I can put it on my...
Saturday, November 8th,
Okay.
from 5 to 9.
That sounds
First Lady will be there, along with Jammin' Janie Root.
Yeah?
Yeah. Janine Reichert will be there. They're all doing. Got tickets, all kinds of stuff. Tickets to, of course, the rating of the Rock Vault has now moved to the Tropicana Hotel.
Right.
Really? When
Yes.
did that happen?
Cool. They made the formal announcement last week, and apparently there was 1 month left in the contract. And apparently Mr. Siegel wanted to buy the show from Sir Harry and rename it and call it Westgate Rocks. Sir Harry said no. They said goodbye, and they moved to the Tropicana.
Right, because Rating the Rock Vault is one of the better shows in this town.
Live music show.
Love it. Love
and
it.
then apparently Sir Harry has a spin-off coming.
Nice.
It will be country. So rating the country vault is the spin-off to this. So
It's that'll
Not a big country fan.
No, but
So-
but it would probably still be a pretty good show because if you take the best of country,
Right.
which they've done with the Rating the Rock Vault, taking the best of rock, you're still gonna have a pretty exciting show out there.
So we're looking forward to it.
I'd definitely go to it.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I spoke to Paul Shortino last week, and I have not seen it since it has been revamped. They have revamped the show.
Oh wow! So it's worth going to see it again.
Yes, it is. It's been completely redone after the exit of Mr. John Payne, who has left the band.
Gotcha.
So,
All right.
So they're paying free now.
they are paying.
Nice.
Lord Tab kicks in again.
You wanted that update, college football, guys. 17-12. It was UCF over Houston tonight, okay?
Right.
And it is absolutely just a massacre in Green Bay right now, 35-0 over the Vikings, man.
Some other college scores, just so that we have them. Arizona and Oregon kicking off at 10:30 Eastern time, so
Yes.
it should just about be kicking off. Alcorn State, and I guess it's Appalachian State.
Yes, Appalachian State.
Right, they just about kicked off, and the FIU Florida Atlantic game is currently delayed, and I would probably presume by bad weather and lightning.
Lightning, man.
Yes, that's what it is.
So, but by the way, I got official word from Brandy that we can say 6 months and 1 day, quote unquote, addiction free.
Love that.
So good job. We're there with you, kiddo. So
wow.
as you know, us in Vegas are. So all right. So what else is going on, Mr. Cash? What else you want to talk about?
Well, have we had anything truly exciting happen in Vegas this week? Has anybody,
Bomb!
A bomb.
Yeah. Did we have one?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
There was a bomb scare today.
Oh, on Route 15.
They had the 15th.
No way.
I heard-
Come on. What's the
Right.
deal, guys?
Well, let me see if I can pull it up here. Hold on and see if we can get.
Where was Bobcat at the time?
Bobcat's been here since 10 o'clock this morning, I can tell you that.
That's why he keeps falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. I did see a quick blurb on that there was a suspicious package found on the highway of all places.
It was a backpack.
Oh, it was a backpack? Great.
Bunch of idiots.
By the way, the Shriners golf tournament's going to be out here in Vegas at the Las Ventanas, October 16th through the 19th. So that just popped up on my window, so I just thought I would share that.
Have you guys seen any of the new television shows that are out this fall?
The new ones?
Yeah.
No, I'm still catching up on my. By the way, I watched NCIS LA last night.
Wasn't that a
Holy shnikes. Talk about the bomb.
But even though you knew, of course, it was going to turn out okay,
right.
It got you pretty sweaty.
I was sinking with them. It was kind of like watching the Titanic movie. Yeah. You know what's going to happen at the end, but still, you hope they got off the ship. But same thing. You're right. Though you know, Callan and Sam are not going to get killed in this thing, and somehow with those who haven't seen it yet, they somehow managed to escape. And boy, it was pretty intense.
Pretty cool
that's for
stuff.
Sure.
You know, there is a new show out called Stalker, which is not just a good, TV cop show, but it's a real message show, and it's about the problem in this country of stalkers, and there are many of them out there, and unfortunately, usually what happens is, you could put in a complaint, but if you don't know who the stalker is,
right.
You don't know what the heck's going on until after something tragic, more likely than not, happens.
Crazy.
It's a great show with Dylan McDermott and a gal who I can't remember off the top of my head, but she was really, really good. Very, very nice show.
Southbound Interstate 15 near Tropicana reopened after Las Vegas police investigated a suspicious package for nearly 3 hours earlier today.
So they just watched the package for 3 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
They had the robots out there, crawling robots and the bomb squad.
I'm on the LVRJ.com website, and they have a picture of the robot approaching the package while 4 cops stand around it. I didn't see the need of that, but a bomb-detecting robot was unloaded from a fire truck just before 3:30. The package was against a concrete barrier on the right shoulder of the freeway just south of Tropicana. It was
I know who that was.
Who was that?
That was the beggar that stands out on Russell Road, and he probably left his backpack there.
Hey, speaking of that,
okay.
Talk about changing gears.
Talk about did I segue into
You
something?
segue because is it just me, or do you find them? Annoying's not really the word I want to use, but a hazard on the roads?
Well, I'll tell you what. They're at the exits.
Yeah, I mean,
and at the traffic lights.
Walking in amongst the cars.
Yeah, it's and you know what? They do it because they don't care.
Yeah, I guess.
And that's really a shame because it's so important for them to get their, the next dollar or their next cigarette or their next something to drink. I've also noticed an increase in the number that I see, and that to me is very, very sad.
A lot more women.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot more women.
Notice that too. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nasty too. It's because it's really unfortunate that these people have to go through life this way and not declare their earnings on their IRS statements.
That's true. It is all cash. It's hard to claim.
Cash is them.
Cashism. Yeah, exactly.
really.
By the way, Brandy wants you to know that Stalker gave her nightmares last night.
Did it really? Okay, Brandy. But Brandy, if you're listening to this, I want you to.
Well, obviously she is. She's commenting on what we're talking about. Another Cashism.
I get
within 30 seconds.
All right. But Brandy, did you think it was a valuable show in terms of the message that it's trying to get across? Because to me, that's what I got more out of it, rather than the obvious dramatic effect. I was really
Obviously, it was because she was having nightmares.
well, yeah,
That's right.
But that's not really where I'm coming from on this. Where I'm coming from is that this is a very, very serious problem here in the United States, and unless more attention is being brought to it, little is being done. And I think the show has an ultimate purpose other than just ratings and getting on the air. I think it has a message to it that's extremely important.
And it's not just stars.
Oh, definitely. Only in fact, they mentioned it during the show. Only 10% of the stalkers, reported stalkers, are with the stars themselves. The Hollywood stars, the baseball, all the players or whatever the case may be. Of course, then again, some of the NFL players are stalkers themselves. I mean,
Yeah, another one today.
What happened? Yeah, somebody else was going to be.
Was it with the Cowboys or?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, we got a job to do, and we're going to do it, baby.
How about the pictures of Jerry Jones and the strippers?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, I know
yeah.
about it, but I haven't seen any.
Oh yeah, man! And one girl down on the
on her knees.
yes, playing head nurse.
Oh, would you send those?
Speaking of which, you know who turned 50? Monica Lewinsky. 50.
Wow.
She just turned 50.
That's so hard to believe.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
No, but Jerry's
Send those pictures to
Jerry's got some hot water he's got to deal with here, man.
Jerry. rcash@gmail.com.
You want to see him, huh?
Yeah, of course.
All righty.
I mean, I have to as a reporter of infotainment, I have to report on stuff like that.
I can tell you one thing. Miss Bobcat says that somebody needs to buy that team, man. I mean, get him out.
He'll never give the team up.
Not a chance.
He's got to step down as general manager, but no, he'll never give that team up. That's his identity. I mean, just like Al Davis was the Raiders. I mean, the Cowboys is Jerry Jones.
Well,
Jerry
getting a little head nurse action.
Unbelievable.
Jeez.
I wonder if he'll get censured.
Oh my goodness.
You never know about Jerry.
Brandy's reply to you was, yes, the message for her was clear. Don't date wackos. All right. On that note.
Well done, Brandy.
On that note, we're going to step aside because coming up after the break is the terrific and world-renowned, highly acclaimed, and sponsored by A.A. Casaro Plumbing.
No way.
Doing it with Styles, with JPEG, is coming up on the other side.
The plumbing company is in. Wow.
And we ain't flushing them out.
Well, at least not until the checklist.
Right. If he doesn't settle down in the corner, we're going to flush him out.
That's more like that promo.
I'm telling you, there's... and you know what? It's classic.
Well, because it's Mike.
It's Mike.
It
absolutely
really is.
All right. It is the time. You have the music keyed up for that one, sir? There we go. It is now time.
That.
Herb Alpert. The song is Rise. Bringing John Styles, as we affectionately call him, JPEG.
He's dancing
over to the microphone.
Wow.
He's dancing. Maybe he took some Loratab.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
What's this thing with the Loratab?
I've been helping my back the last 2 days.
Are you jacked up on Loratab tonight?
He is. And you know what? The best he sounded in months.
I know.
This is one of the best shows so far.
When you guys go to your pre-show meeting, feed him a couple of those every week.
I'm with you. I totally believe it.
Especially if they're chocolate covered.
Oh, there you go.
Chewables. All right.
There'd only be one thing better than that, is if they were dipped in garlic dot sauce.
Exactly.
We should start thinking about that. Producing something like that. We'd be millionaires.
The Loratab show.
Okay, let's stick to doing it with Styles.
Yeah. Hey, just real quick before I get into this,
yes,
can
sir.
I give a quick shout out?
Please.
Oh yeah.
And Ricky, like I said,
you got a microphone.
I've been out of the dating scene for a while. Aaron, I don't know if Ricky told you, but...
Now he's calling you Aaron.
So I met this girl online. We've been kind of going back and forth.
She 14?
Well,
Oh, gosh.
so we actually had our first real face-to-face date today. And it was cool because just before you guys got here, she called me because we were going to get together after the show. So I want to give a shout out to Louisa.
Is she listening?
Yeah.
Hi, Louisa.
I'll be seeing her after this show.
Well, the problem is I forgot to leave the money on the dresser.
Oh, boy.
There's no way.
Well, and I was just going to ask you, I've been
Check,
out of
please.
the dating scene a while because all of my dates now want the money up front. Is
Yes,
that the way it is now?
I think so. I've heard it is.
All right.
Just
By the
don't ask
way,
for a
it
receipt.
took me about 20 seconds to get it.
Where's he going for dates? To the Chicken Ranch, man? I mean,
Yes.
come on. They got a great club sandwich there.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta pay.
I hear the chicken breast is really good.
Oh, you gotta pay up front.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And they have a head nurse.
Yeah, they got, yeah, she...
Yes. Guys, the first hour's not even
Let's get
over
to the
yet.
doing it with styles here. I know,
You're sure not.
Anybody here a Bob Dylan fan?
Oh, I love Bob Dylan.
Me too. So that's why this one, hands down, there were quite a few this week, but this one, hands down, is getting the Doing It with Styles award. And this award is going to go to, these are Swedish scientists square off over who can sneak in most Dylan lyrics.
All right.
So I'm going to read this because this is worth reading. Some might say a group of Swedish scientists have got a lot of nerve running a 17-year secret contest to hide as many Bob Dylan lyrics as possible in their secondary articles. The attitude of others, no doubts, don't think twice, it's all right.
Yeah.
As Sweden editions of the Local reports, it all started back in 1997 when John Jundberg and Eddie Weitzberg, two professors from the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, published an article on...
Are all their names ending in B-U-R-G?
No.
Okay.
But I'll get to that.
Okay.
Anyway, so the two professors from the Institute published an article on flatulence titled Nitric Oxide and Inflammation. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Okay.
Weitzberg told the website, we both really liked Bob Dylan and we thought the quotes really fitted nicely with what we were trying to achieve with the title, adding, we're not talking about scientific papers, we could get in a lot of trouble for that, but rather articles we have written about research by others, books, instructions, editorials, and things like that. So a few years later, two other scientists, Jonas Friesen and Konstantino Melitis, picked up the riff in a research paper on the ability of non-neural cells to generate neurons, which they called Blood on the Tracks, a simple twist of fate, incorporating the title of one of Dylan's most famous albums with the song title of one of its most best-known cuts. That's when the Local says a librarian spotted the Friesen-Melitis article and pointed it out to Jundberg and Weitzberg. The four scientists decided to make a bet. Whoever could squeeze the most Dylan song references into articles before retirement gets a free lunch at a restaurant in Solna, north of Stockholm, where the university is based. A fifth inductee, Kenneth Chien, a professor of cardiovascular research. These are doctors and scientists that are screwing around like this, man. You want this guy on your, if you're on the operating table?
No, I want him in the fan club.
I do. Anyway, the fifth inductee, Kenneth Chien, a professor of cardiovascular research, joined the group when the four others discovered his classic title, Tangled Up in Blue, Molecular Cardiology in the Post-Molecular Era. The Guardian says with five competing rivals, the pace of Dylan references accelerated. Lundberg and Weitzberg's The Biological Role of Nitrate and Nitrite, the times they are a-changing, in 2009. F receptors, Tangled Up in Two, in 2010. Dietary Nitrate, A Slow Train Comin', in 2011. Amid his sudden notoriety for the song lyrics contest, the Local asked Weitzberg, how does it feel? I would much rather become famous for my scientific work than for Bob Dylan quotes, he replied. But yes, I'm enjoying this. So, my Doing It With Styles award this week goes out to these 5 scientists.
I wonder if the award would be given on Positively 4th Street.
No doubt.
No doubt.
And if any of our listeners have any suggestions that they'd like to propose for Doing It With Styles an award, they can go to the website. Which is vegasunwrapped.net.
Okay, and how about your Doing It
Or
With Styles website?
My Doing It With Styles Facebook page. And also, if you go to the vegasunwrapped.net website, make sure that you click on the Ricky Cash Fan Club.
See, there he goes.
Because that's Doing It With Styles. Thank you all.
All right, good job.
Great job. And here's a thunderous applause.
Thunderous.
Here it comes.
There you go. You got it.
Standing ovation.
Well, that or people just clearing the flatulence out, one or the other.
It's not even the second hour.
I know, that's a stinker. Huh?
I said a heart rate's going to fall.
That's right, exactly. Good job. Yeah, actually, there's also one other way you can get in touch with JPEG if you have ideas. Vegas Unwrapped, JPGS@gmail.com. That's his Vegas Unwrapped email. So if you have thoughts, ideas, or submissions that you want to make, you can email him direct as well. So we appreciate that. He's the director of visual media for Vegas Unwrapped.
Visual media.
Yes.
Because if it's a good enough proposal, I'll go out there, we'll film it. We'll put it on video.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing that we're going to be doing a lot more of over the next few months.
Yep.
Because before the end of the year, we have a certain number of goals. Let's start off with our internet Facebook page. What did we want to have by 2,000?
We want 2,000 by the end of the year.
Which means in the next 3 months, we really have to add 100 a month.
Well, we need more than that. We're at 1572.
So we need
a little over 400 fans.
So we need at least 150 a month over the next 4 months.
That's right.
The other goal.
And every one of those has to join the Ricky Cash Fan Club.
Well, if we head on that direction, our goal for the fan club by the end of the year is we really want to reach 10,000 people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we really need the money. No, we really need to put it out there because the communities do need the money.
Absolutely.
And, we made our second big contribution tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
And
now, if it wasn't Michelle here, do you think you would have put that out there?
Easily.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's all for the cause.
Okay.
It's all for the cause.
Okay.
On that note, we're closing in at the end of hour number 1, which can only mean one thing. Hour number 2 is right around the corner.
Did you study today, sir?
Celebrity birthdays, dates in history.
And I'm smelling that milkshake right now.
The challenge part 2.
3.
Part 3. Part 3?
Yeah.
Okay, part 3.
This is it. This is it. He's either wrecker. In my world, he's either wreckers or checkers. One of the two.
Gotcha.
I love it.
All right. Forbes and Cash, Bobcat on the board, JPEG behind the camera. Also coming up in hour number 2, another good friend of ours, Katie Kelly, created a business called Queen's Vault, and we'll be talking to her about that in the second hour. Forbes and Cash, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Vegas Unwrapped, hour number 2 underway, Mr. Cash. That means we digress. That means we digress. Well, actually, we're not going to digress too far because our guest coming up in a little bit after celebrity birthdays and dates in history will also lend ourselves to being a little more respectful than we would normally be in the second hour.
I don't know. Kelly knows us.
Well, Kelly and Katie and Saturday knows us, but still, I mean, there's a little bit of decorum when you have women in the studio than when it's just us 4 slobs in the studio doing our thing. So, anyway, all right, so that's coming up. It is now time. If you are celebrating a birthday today, October 2nd, we want to wish you a happy birthday from all of us at Vegas Unwrapped, and you are celebrating a birthday with these people.
All right, let's line them up. Let's go.
Let's go to town. You're checking his screen. There's nothing on his screen, right?
What am I? You want to look at my screens? What are my screens? Well, I'm going to check that cell phone of yours over there first.
It's in my pocket.
All right, you just keep it in the pocket.
In my pocket.
All right, here we go. You got the scoreboard ready? This is
for the championship,
of the
civilized world.
Of the civilized world.
There ain't nobody civilized in this room except the nice looking lady that's over there.
I have music ready. Very good.
Yeah, I had Corey Taylor in.
Yes, she had 9,000 people in here.
Yeah.
How does she fit all those people in the studio?
I've got a machine out there. I just soak them down full of olive oil before we get them in here. All right?
Cameras and musical instruments.
Corey Taylor actually met Corey Taylor.
I saw the post.
Yeah.
I saw her post that.
He's
All right, here we
a
go.
real nice guy.
We ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
do it.
here we go. Camilla Bell, actress. She was the babysitter in the remake of When a Stranger Calls, and she was Evelette in the prehistoric flick 10,000 BC. How old is Camilla?
I'll take a guess at this and say she's 60 years of age. I haven't the faintest idea who this person is.
33.
All right.
28 would be the correct answer.
Good job, Camilla.
That's right, boy. She's not going to like us very much. From American Chopper, Paul Too Tall Jr. is turning how old? American Chopper is the show about the guys who put their motorcycles together.
The old man.
Junior.
Oh, Junior. Paul Jr.
Paul Jr.
35.
Okay.
39.
40 would be the correct answer. You guys are just ripping it up here like crazy.
Well, give us somebody we study.
Hey, I'm somebody studied. Great.
Are you sure this is the right date?
Yes, I'm sure. Efren Ramirez.
Who is that?
He is. Where'd it go? He was Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro.
One of my favorite movies.
42.
41.
41 is the correct answer.
That cat gets one there. I'm up 1-0.
All right, next one up real quickly. Singer Tiffany. She was a pop star from the 80s. I think she now...
Tiffany's birthday.
All right.
Wasn't on my list. Was it on yours?
She's 45.
45.
47.
43 would be the correct answer. TV talk show host Kelly Ripa.
I'll say 44.
Kelly's 45.
44 would be the correct answer. Cash ties it up at 1. Soulful singer Freddie Jackson. Biggest hit was 1985's You Are My Lady.
Man, Freddie's been a while. He's been around a while. 62.
49.
58 would be the correct answer.
Got that in the middle.
Singer from the Human League, Philip Oakey. Biggest hit was 1981's Don't You Want Me, Baby.
I like that song, too.
53. 53.
He is turning 59. All right, I got to squeeze in one that's not on the list. It's a very special one that I'm going to throw out there to you guys because I know this person is currently listening. A very special person in Louisiana. Katie McCready is celebrating a birthday today. This is Brandy's daughter. How old is Katie turning today? I'll give you, if you guys nail this, you get twice the points. Instead of 1, you get 2 points. So how old is Katie turning today?
Can we get a hint? Is she the older or the younger?
Do I give hints on any of the other stuff I give you?
All right, I'm going to say she's 12.
12.
15.
If you look at John, he's got the right answer. 9. So, Katie, happy birthday from all of us here in Las Vegas. Vegas Unwrapped.
That could have been double points, Bobcat.
I know. I should have subtracted 2 points for getting that wrong. By the way, good job on scoring 2 goals today in your soccer game before you got stopped. They had a tornado warning. They had to suspend the soccer game. But she scored 2 goals. So good job. All right, here we go. Back to the list. Lorraine Bracco. She was Dr. Jennifer Malfi on The Sopranos. Karen Hill in The Goodfellas. She used to be married to Harvey Keitel.
47.
51.
60 would be the right answer. This next person, Gordon Sumner, also known as Sting, is turning how old?
63.
62.
63 is the correct answer.
2-1.
So wait, are you cheating over there?
No, he doesn't know. He's got nothing there.
Not a thing.
Avery Brooks, he played Captain Sisko on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
66.
66.
He's a little old.
Yeah. Give it to Bobcat. I know my Star Trek.
66 is the correct answer. We're tied back up. We're tied, I think, 2-2, aren't we? Yes. All right. Singer, Don McLean. Of course, American Pie, his biggest hit.
Wow. Still alive?
According to this list, yeah.
71.
I was going to say 70. I'll go 73.
69 would be the correct answer. Movie critic, Rex Reed.
God, he's old enough to join the other two that are upstairs.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he is.
Rex Reed's got to be, man, he's got to be like 73, 74. 74.
70.
76 would be the correct answer. All right. Unfortunately, those are all the ones that are still alive. Celebrating a birthday today, Bud Abbott, Groucho Marx, George Spanky McFarlane, Johnny Cochran, Proof, was a DJ, Mahatma Gandhi. So what I'm going to have to do, those are all deceased.
You're going to go to tomorrow?
I'm going to have to go to another day here.
Or do you want to just push this off one more week?
No. I know you're dying for your milkshake. So here we go. I'm going to run the list from yesterday's birthdays because tomorrow's not up yet.
Okay.
Here we go. I'll just run the list and see where we fare. Nicole Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter.
Somebody give her a sandwich.
Yeah.
Maybe she could borrow a couple of bucks from Paris.
35.
32.
32 is the correct answer.
Whoa! We pulled that one out.
All right, next one up, Luke Wilson.
Oh, I thought I won.
No, I said we were going to just run the list like we normally do. See where we're at.
Who's Luke Wilson?
He's Owen Wilson's brother.
Wilson's brother.
No, you're right on time.
40.
44.
Luke Wilson, 42.
Ooh.
Alfonso Ribeiro. He was, of course, Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Another show that I never watched.
Yeah, but you know who he is.
More or less. Go ahead, you take it.
47.
49.
43 would be the correct answer. Faith Hill, Tim McGraw's wife, turning how old?
Who's suing for divorce?
I know.
Yeah.
I saw that on the cover of the National Enquirer.
Oh, well, then it must be true.
It
Must be.
For one of those supermarket rags.
I know one thing, that their engagement over here on the Strip didn't get renewed.
Nope.
Wow.
Either way, what's her birthday?
How old is she?
She's 40. She's 47.
I'll say 45.
47 is the correct answer.
Tied up.
Oh.
Jeez, Louise, you guys are going back and
Yeah,
forth
that must
there.
have been on his list, but it's tomorrow.
It's yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Full House actor Dave Coulier is turning how old?
you should. I don't like comedies.
Well, I can't help if he's got a birthday nonetheless.
I don't even know who he is.
Did you ever watch Full House?
Nah.
Well, that's your problem. How'd that work out for you?
Not well.
58.
57.
55 would be the correct answer. Did you guess it? Oh, no. Bill Murray. No need explaining who he is.
Bill Murray is up there.
71.
70.
You guys just love aging people, don't you? He's only 63.
Well, I thought he was older than that. He looks older than that.
We want to just let everybody know you just saw the back of Katie's head on the video, which is okay. Oh, she brought her friend with her. What's the dog's name again? Romeo, that's right. Romeo. We're far out though, Romeo. All right, here we go. Are we tied up?
For a second, I thought it was.
Yeah, tied. 3-piece.
No. Don't say it. I know where you're going. Don't say it. Here is your tiebreaker for all the marbles. This actor is now deceased, but he would have celebrated a birthday today. Larry Hagman would have turned how old today had he still been alive?
Good old JR. Bobby. Get it.
And Captain Tony Nelson on I Dream of Jeannie.
I liked him as JR better.
too.
Larry Hagman would be turning.
Larry Hagman is, go ahead, Mr. Cash.
74.
He would have been 76 years old
He
today.
would have been 83 years old today.
Wow.
And by virtue of time, guys, looks like we're going to next week.
Next
You guys
week.
tied up at
Another
3.
playoff.
Yep, that's
Another
it.
playoff. Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Jeez Louise. All right, we're going to a couple of dates in history here.
Okay.
As soon as I can, what happened to my page? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let's go back to the home here.
All right.
I lost the page. There it is.
Now, he's looking for the page out there. Don't forget, you can join Vegas Unwrapped each and every Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. And don't forget, right after this is BCN.
That's right.
This
BCN
is
Talk.
Connection. Robert and Gil, fearless leader.
And that crew.
Oh, they're just a mess.
What year? Warner Brothers released Love is on the Air. Ronald Reagan made his acting debut in the motion picture. He was all of 26 years young. What year was that movie released?
1935.
1941.
1937 would be the correct answer.
guessing.
Not bad.
What year did the comic strip Peanuts publish for the first time in 7 newspapers?
Saw that too.
Of course, created by the great Charles Schulz.
1950.
49.
50 is the correct answer. What year did the Alfred Hitchcock Presents debut on CBS TV?
Well, Hitchcock.
1955.
I'd say he's pretty close.
He's right on. 1955 is correct.
That's 2 in a row.
What year did Twilight Zone debut on CBS TV? March 13th of 2009.
That's good, Aaron. I got that. See, it didn't take me long.
No,
to get
that one you got.
All right, 1957.
59.
59 would be the correct answer.
Nice one, Bobcat.
What year did Rock Hudson die from the AIDS virus at the age of 59?
Oh, man.
Wow, it's
Just broke every woman's heart, too,
I'm
man.
going to say maybe around 1987.
The show's going to the dogs, folks.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's okay. We're going to enjoy the
We're going to enjoy it. It's okay. You bring them over with you if you
Yeah,
want. It's
absolutely. I want to hold them. What'd I say?
okay. I don't know what you said. I was watching the
I
dogs.
said 1987.
Okay.
I think he's pretty close. 87 or 88.
85 would be the right answer.
Wow.
Last but not least, mercifully the last question. Mark Furman was given 3 years probation and fined $200 after he pled no contest to perjury at the O.J. Simpson trial. What year did that happen?
If the fit don't glove, the glove don't fit. You know what it means.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must
Must have
acquit.
quit. Yeah, so that was what, 90...
92. wasn't it?
No, the trial was around 96. So 3 years after that, 1999.
Is that right?
Are you giving me a guess?
98.
96 would be the correct answer.
You were closest.
And mercifully, that does it for Dates in History in this segment. Celebrity birthdays, dates, and thank God is right.
All right, let me tear up this sheet of mine.
So we go to another playoff game next week. So
You better study next week, buddy.
by the way, again, Katie down in. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash. I think we have a new mascot for our show,
Yes, we do.
and it's Romeo. Somehow he's attached himself to Mr. Cash.
Well, and he's joined the Ricky Cash fan.
That's right.
Look at that.
That's it.
What a cutie.
Oh,
Yeah.
he likes
Can
it
you
here.
see through this mic, or should I lower this?
Yeah, lower.
There you go.
And just
All right.
lift him up a little bit.
Put him on the counter.
Yeah, he'll roam around. He's
He's a roamer. Watch, you got him tied up in your
I know.
headset.
I know.
See, I told you, we're just going to sit here and watch the dog.
yeah.
I
But
got
the-
birds bigger
Kiss
than
it.
that.
Hey, Romeo. Licking my fingers.
Wow,
How
what
you
a
doing, buddy?
cutie. How old?
He's 3 years old.
No kidding.
Now, you used to take Romeo with you to Batterman Elementary when you read and everything, too, didn't
That's
you?
right, yes.
That's right.
Absolutely. And in fact, I haven't done it yet, but he is a part of a program I'm trying to launch called Beauty Sparks and Books. And in going to the schools and reading to kids, we discovered that Romeo kind of put all the kids at ease. And some of the kids that actually had some learning disabilities and didn't really get involved when we brought the books. And Romeo was there. They were looking at the books and wanting to play with Romeo. And some of the teachers said, you know what, some of these kids are normally in the back of the room and not really wanting to, be involved. And Romeo kind of broke down those barriers. And so what I want to do is I want to start getting into libraries and schools and utilizing other dogs like Romeo and do a tutoring program where kids get to read to the dogs.
That's amazing. Great stuff, Katie.
We always knew our show would go to the dogs, but this is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, but if it's going to go to the dogs, it could go to a cuter one.
Couldn't go to a cuter little angel.
And during the break, we got our newest member to the Ricky Cash fan club, and I think we're going to be getting another one here.
Wow, I'm telling you.
Miss Katie Kelly joined, and Sadi,
Wonderful.
there you go.
Yes,
she just
she
got her
did.
My
confirmation.
goodness.
So
Sending chills.
absolutely,
Sending
good job.
chills.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
What's important, ladies, is that you post it on your fan page, on your page, right? And tell everybody how excited
I'll be
you
doing
are.
that.
And of course,
Absolutely.
on the Vegas Unwrapped page, we'll announce that they are the newest members as well.
I love what you're doing.
So-
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And when you get a chance, go back to the website and look at the backstory behind this, because this was nothing about me personally as much as it was an area that we could expose and develop into something where we can give back to the community. This is what we've been saying all along. We have made lots of appearances, spent a lot of time, a lot of effort in the community, and we feel we're doing a good job, but we just feel we're not giving enough. And so by getting this money from the fan club and using it to then help these places financially, now we know we're doing it right.
Absolutely.
So we are really looking for this to go viral, and then we're going to get out of town and nobody will ever. That's right.
Well, I'll be sure and post it on my Facebook.
That's
Yeah,
so great.
and I'm
Kate.
sure Sada, you will be doing that as well.
Wow.
Encourage your friends and families and even enemies. We'll take
That's
everybody's
good.
donations.
It's really nice too, because it's a tribute that people would think enough of what we're doing
Right.
to do this, and that's what we're all about. We love this.
And I love that, and I definitely know that I'll be able to get a lot of girls involved, and I know Sada, you will get all our pageant sisters involved. Who doesn't want to give back to the community?
Absolutely.
And that's actually what Queen's Vault is about. It's about networking. It's about community. It's about a sisterhood of pageant sisters that just really want to do good in the world.
That's awesome.
There's a little saying that says, changing the world one rhinestone at a time. But actually, what you're doing is right up our alley, so we'll definitely support you.
Now, I remember talking to you last year at pageant that Aaron and I emceed, and you were already starting to develop this idea of with the beauty pageants and mentoring people and
Yes.
stuff like that. Tell us how this really got going for you.
I've been in pageants for over 15 years now.
How could that be when you're only 19? How did you do that?
I love that. I love that.
And we got to do this, because the first time Katie came on
That was
Vegas
hilarious.
Unwrapped, and she came on with a whole bunch of ladies that were competing.
I was with Cammie Dykey.
Right.
Oh my God! And she was 14 at the time,
Right,
something
right.
like that. And we thought that Katie was like 18, maybe 19, and then she hit us up with how old she was. And it was the first time in Vegas Unwrapped radio history that there was dead air for 5 to 10 seconds.
We were all picking up our chins
It
off
was
the
like,
floor.
are you kidding me?
Aw,
And she's had 2 birthdays since then, so
I have.
That's right.
good grief.
That's right. So, yeah, I mean, he's right. We talked at the last pageant.
Right.
We saw you, and you were starting to develop this concept.
And what really came to be with Queen's Vault is, little by little, I got involved with the Miss America organization as a mentor, and I was really mentoring these girls, but doing more than just coaching them. And I was really getting involved in guiding them as far as getting involved in the community and helping them build their platforms, helping them with clothes and everything they needed. I would give my dresses. I would get other girls involved to help these girls compete, because it's not a very cheap hobby.
As we found out from doing the pageants.
But
right?
also, this is a really great way for girls to get scholarships. And so I have some girls that I'm helping now that are really wanting to be eventually in Miss America, and they don't come from money. So what I call this networking and community, because these girls help each other. They're not just compete, and this is what I'm trying to teach them. It's not about competing against each other. It's about empowering one another. And so that's what Queen's Vault does, is we empower each other. And in fact, a pageant that one of my girls just competed in, one of the girls she had competed with previously lent her 2 dresses, and I gave her my clothes. It takes a village. It truly takes a village. And I'm definitely about empowering young ladies and helping them. And that's what Queen's Vault does. We do a little bit of everything.
Well, one of the things that Cash and I learned over the 2 years that we've been involved with different pageants, and of course the first one that we got involved with was the one where we met you with Tanis and that system, was the empowerment side. And it's not about the physical beauty like you perceive with the ones that are televised on the national circuit. We're so impressed with the maturity level of all the gals who are involved. I mean, the young ones, the teens on up, that I think it's a great word, empowerment, that having that self-esteem, having that personality, having that strength about being comfortable in your own skin is so important today. And anything that we can do to continue to strengthen those feelings is all good.
I absolutely agree with you, 150%. I try and have as many networking events and opportunities where young ladies can get together, whether they're involved in pageants or not, and meet one another, because we're able to lift each other up and help each other, and in any way, shape, or form. And it's a beautiful community that we have here in Las Vegas, as far as the pageant ladies, title holders, representatives, as I like to call them. And it's a really special group of women, and I'm just blown away by their hearts and by their beauty inside and out every single day. And it's beautiful what's happening. I'm going to have some workshops coming up pretty soon. I'll be working with Lisa Song. She is the current Miss Nevada, United States, and some other pageant vendors. And we're going to do a workshop for young ladies interested in doing pageants. And we'll even have some etiquette classes and things like that. And
can I enroll Cash in an etiquette class? I want to see him to try to walk with the books on his head.
Yeah, well, at least I know which fork to use.
I've seen that, especially when he tries to eat soup with a fork. It's not a pretty sight.
It's a tough thing.
Yes.
Katie, let me tell you what happened to me as far as the pageant thing was concerned. Number one, you get this attitude that you think you know what pageants are about by what you watch on TV. And of course, that was totally blown away, because as Aaron and you have both said, the maturity, the empowerment, the whole idea that these gals are not in it to win it, they're in it to help themselves and others grow. That was part one. Part two was the fact that, everybody that I talk to always has something negative to say about, the youth of America, and oh my God, we're going to turn the country over to drug addicts and, all this kind of stuff. But no, after spending time watching the gals and being involved with them, if this is the group that are going to take that next level and make sure that my grandchildren are involved in a good America, it's going to come from the efforts of you and your girls, because those are the kind of girls that will run this country, 10, 20 years from now.
It's going to make me cry.
No, but it's really true, because, there's so much negativity out there.
Oh my gosh.
You've already turned the pageant stuff around. I mean, we're totally supportive of that. But the whole idea of, these gals are going to make an impact on what's happening in America.
On society,
and
absolutely.
that's the good side. It gives me chills.
Oh,
just
that
talking
was
about
beautiful.
It too.
All right, while we've got Katie crying, it's a good time for a break now.
and Romeo's got to go out. No,
Romeo's doing great. He's just walking up and down,
fabulous.
Just trying to stop him from jumping over the board and messing up Bobcat stuff. But you're listening to Katie Kelly, the Queen's Vault, pageant consultant, really life consultant is really what it is. Here on Vegas Unwrapped, your phone calls can be taken at 702-483 4444. You can Skype us at Vegas on That Radio if you have a question and want to use her services. We'll be back with more because I have a question to ask about the timing of these events. They're too late in the night for us old guys. Vegas Unwrapped. We'll be back with more right after this. It's funny, we're all having our conversations, but not one of us took our eyes off Romeo as he's walking around the console area. He's so cute. How old is he again?
3.
3. Very cool. He's just walking around.
What a great dog.
Hanging with everybody, giving some high fives to Mama. All right, my bone to pick with this whole thing, and we were talking about it during the break. There are so many of these great events that are out there for the gals, recruiting and networking and all this other stuff. Why do they always have to be so darn late at 10 o'clock?
I know.
10 to midnight. I saw one, if memory serves correctly, one starting at like midnight at one place. I'm like, come on. We are working class people that want to go to these things. We're not all 20 years old.
There was one last night. It was the Miss Chateau USA pageant, and Sarai, one of the girls that I've been working with, she competed, and she did a great job.
Cool.
She did such a great job. Miss USA, Nia Sanchez, was one of the judges, I believe. And
we've been trying to get her on the show, too.
She's amazing. She's probably the most gracious, humble, amazing young lady I've ever met.
Really?
Wow, that's saying a lot from you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And the fact that she didn't know who the state capitol was. But, we'll put that aside.
And I think that anybody, it right on the spot, that can definitely put you in a weird position. So,
but it's brought a certain sense of notoriety to her that really isn't that negative anymore, because when she has to explain what happened, she comes across so well. And you know what they say sometimes, bad publicity is better than no publicity at all.
Absolutely.
Romeo, you want to talk? Say something.
Go ahead, Romeo, bark.
You barked. He picked up his leg like he was going to pee on the counter.
He's coming over to see who's barking at him.
That's right. Go ahead, pee on him.
It wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, pee on him, Romeo. It's okay. All right. So what other plan? Now,
I'm going to sit in your car. Are you? You want to keep saying that?
No, I'll put you in the trunk.
Yeah, right.
Are you still doing your other job, or are you focusing on Queensville?
No, I'm still working at the Wynn. I'm a concierge over at the Wynn, and I love it.
Do you?
I absolutely do. I love it. I love people.
You probably meet a lot of great contacts in that position that could actually benefit you at times with Queensville, yes?
Not really.
Okay, never mind. Your Honor, strike that question from the records, please.
No, but I do meet a lot of really great people that give me ideas, and I love my job because it keeps me inspired. It gives me great ideas. It keeps me balanced.
Sure,
I love it.
Sure. Oh, Romeo almost took the dive.
Uh-oh.
No, I got it.
Uh-oh. No, but what I love to do is anytime that y'all have an event that you would like for me to help out with, I can get so many girls involved.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd really love to help.
We probably, once we figure out how to do some recordings here, Bobcat, we'll have to get some of them to do shout-outs for us and do all that kind of stuff. And, maybe we can get a couple down to your event on November 8th. Yeah, so his show is doing an event on November 8th, bringing awareness to anti-bullying and all that sort of stuff.
I love that.
Down at the Gene Woods Racing Experience down off of Sunset. So we'll figure something out.
We'll give her the information on that as well.
Well, I think the last time you were in with Kelly, I think we talked about having you guys to be like our official, what's the word I want to look for?
Ambassadors?
Ambassadors, thank you. Didn't we talk about that?
I'm not sure.
I thought we did.
Well, it's all right. They can now.
We can now. That's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Be like Oscar Goodman with his showgirls. We'll have the beauty queens around
There we
us.
go.
There you
Not
go.
a terrible thing.
No, not at all. Not for us over 50. No, for sure. So what else? What are the big plans for Queensball? Where do you see this service in the next 5 years for you?
I want to actually open up Sadie and I were talking about this yesterday. I want to open up a boutique with pageant dresses and interview dresses. And the other side of that would be we would have training for modeling, for interviewing, a little bit of everything. And it's something that would give back to the community. We would have etiquette classes.
Mm-hmm.
We would have giveaways for dresses for those who couldn't afford dresses. Like we'd have like an essay giveaway, something like that. But Sadie and I have been talking about partnering up and doing something like that. And it's something that's always been near and dear to my heart. So that's definitely something that is in the works.
Cool. That's good.
It sounds exciting, too.
And when you have the grand opening, of course, we'll be there doing a live remote or something.
Of course, absolutely, absolutely.
Love it.
And actually, there are some really great pageants that I've been able to judge that are just incredible that you guys actually should come to, like the Quinceañera magazine competitions.
Okay.
They're incredible. It's for young ladies who are trying to win their 15th birthday party, the quince. That's part of the culture. And it's such an incredible pageant. There's so many elements to it that are different than an American pageant.
Right.
And I've been so fortunate to train some of these young ladies, and I remember coming out of an interview after judging, and I was in tears.
Wow.
Because they're just so well-rounded, and so they've gone through so many things. And all of the girls, speaking of anti-bullying, all of the girls talked about the biggest problem facing teens today being bullying.
Sure.
And they all at one point had been bullied.
Wow.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, what does somebody get out of it? The people who do the bullying are those that have the least amount of self-confidence, and they're the ones that are trying to live vicariously through the better people. Exactly. And then, of course, they're the ones that they're doing the bullying for.
And you know what they've told me when I started coaching some of them who I'd actually judged? They said, pageants make me feel better about myself. I said, well, how do you deal with the bullying? And they say, well, pageants help. Pageants make me feel better about myself.
Yeah, because you're surrounded by positive people and all being very supportive for what it is that they're doing. It's great stuff. I mean, we have completely been 100% supportive of everything that's involved with everything here in Las Vegas. Whatever pageant there is out there, we know that it's going for the right reasons.
No question. No question. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to take a break. We want you to hang around for weird news.
Okay.
Want to have some fun in weird news?
Yay, I love weird news.
Yes.
It's so weird.
It's the time of the show where we realize we're not as bad off as we thought we were when we listen to the crazies of what's going on. Weird news up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. All righty. Welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Oh, this is the event I was telling you about that's November 8th. Which on Pit Road Racing, which is Bobcat's show.
I'll post this. I'll post this on my Facebook.
Do so. That'll be cool.
That.
And then maybe coordinate with Bobcat, get some of the ladies down there. Maybe they'll even get in a car for $25. You get 2 races, food, special. You see it even fall under the special guest category.
Oh, that's wonderful. Food. I could bring Romeo.
There you go. Put Romeo on that. That's right. All right, it's that time of the show where we get to see that the rest of the world is not any wackier than we are here in Vegas, and we realize our life's not so bad. It is time for Weird News. Mr. Cash, why don't you kick us off, sir?
I'm going to kick us off because this is probably the weirdest thing I've read in about 3 months. In August, for the 12th straight year.
That's the one my eyes just went to read.
A group of Japanese adult film actresses have volunteered their breasts to raise money for an AIDS prevention charity event shown on an X-rated cable TV channel from Tokyo.
Well, it is Cancer Awareness Month, so...
The 12-hour-long Squeeze-a-thon Boob Aid sold individual fondles to men for donations of at least the equivalent of $9, with donors required first to spray on disinfectant. In all, get this, guys, 4,100 pairs of hands roamed the 9 actresses.
4,100 pairs?
Yeah.
4,100?
Yikes.
Wow.
And there were only 9 actresses?
And at $9 a squeeze.
Wow. Oh, that is weird news.
Well, I'm going to follow that up with a topic called Size Matters, Mr. Cash.
Size matters?
It's not the first time that a suspect has had the idea, but usually judges are skeptical. This time, a court in Leer, Germany, ordered a medical examination of the manhood of Herbert O., 54, to help decide a criminal charge of exhibitionism. The man's wife testified that Herbert's organ is, quote, too short to hang out of his trousers, unquote, as claimed by the victim of the flashing. The judge asked a local health official to make an exact measurement.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Told you it's weird.
We'll move on to least competent criminals, which is a favorite one of ours.
Yes.
And I'll do the first one, clues at the scene. Alfred J. Shropshire III was charged in June with burglarizing a home in Lakewood, Washington, identified by his having accidentally dropped at the scene a plaque from the local Mazda dealer named Alfred J. Yeah, that guy. Salesman of the month.
Oh, boy.
What a jerk. Here, let me do one more. The second one is even better. John Martinez, 68, was arrested for allegedly robbing a Wells Fargo bank in Denver in July, having been identified by the bank personnel who remembered that the robber wore a black T-shirt with John on it, and in part because the video revealed a silver Honda registered to John Martinez was waiting outside for the delivery.
Why don't we just leave our driver's license behind next time? Holy cow.
Unbelievable.
For patients who are musicians, deep brain stimulation, open brain surgery can provide entertainment for operating room doctors as they correct neurological conditions such as hand tremors. Well, in September, the concert violinist Naomi Elishov, who has performed with the Lithuanian National Symphony Orchestra, played for surgeons at the Tel Aviv Sorovsky Medical Center so they can locate the exact spot in the brain for inserting the pacemaker to control the hand trembling that had wrecked her career. In fact, last week's winner of the annual Steve Martin Prize for Excellence in Banjo and Bluegrass, Eddie Adcock, age 76, had finger-picked some tunes in the operating room in 2007 for his own brain surgery.
We should get Bob Dylan in there.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Because that one sure wasn't blowing in the wind.
No.
All right, here we go. This one should be on a campaign platform. Surgeons at the University of Arizona Medical Center removed, are you ready for this, guys? A 47-pound tumor from a woman's stomach in April. Not even close to being the largest ever mentioned in News of the Weird, but likely the only such large tumor appearing in a post-operative photograph being cradled in the arms of the member of a surgical team.
Oh my gosh, that's like a child.
The patient, that's a big child. The patient without insurance had been putting off the surgery for months, which allowed the tumor to grow and complicate the surgery. But credits, are you ready for this? Obamacare, with finally allowing her to afford the procedure.
Jeez.
Must be a Republican.
More drivers who ran over themselves, Mr. Cash.
No.
In June, Robert Puller, age 30, from Minot, North Dakota, subsequently charged with DUI, fell out of his car and was run over by it. In July, Joseph Carl, age 48, jumped out of his truck to confront another driver in a road rage incident in Gainesville, Florida, but as he pounded on the driver's window, his own truck, which he left in gear, crept up and ran him over. Pilar and Carl were not seriously injured, but in July, a 54-year-old St. Petersburg, Florida man was hurt badly when attempting to climb onto the street sweeper that he operates for the city. He fell off, and the machine ran over his upper body.
Oh my God.
Talk about a clean sweep.
I was thinking maybe he fell into the trash compactor. All right, so let's go back to Japan.
All right. I heard they had good sushi there.
I love sushi.
After this one, you may not eat at all. Previous reports of obsessively vengeful ex-lovers seem concentrated in Japan, where some heartbroken girlfriends have relentlessly harassed their exes with thousands of phone calls for months after the breakup. However, in September, report from Rhône, France, a 33-year-old man was sentenced to prison for 10 months for harassing his ex-girlfriend with a total of 21,807 phone calls and texts over a 10-month following the split, which comes out an average of 73 a day. The man insisted that he only wanted the woman to thank him for the carpentry work he had done on her apartment. Yeah, okay.
Commentators have had fun with the new system of medical diagnostic codes, denominated in from 4 to 10 digits each, scheduled to take effect in October of 2015, and the Healthcare Dive blog had its laughs in a July post. The codes for problems in relationship with in-laws and bizarre personal appearance are quixotic enough, but the most absurd codes are subsequent encounters. That is at least the second time the same thing happened to a patient. Well, for events like walking into a lamppost or getting sucked into a jet engine or receiving burns from on-fire water skis or having contact with a cow beyond being bitten or kicked, since those contacts have separate codes. Also notable was S10.87XI, other superficial bite of other specified part of the neck initial encounter, which really is nothing more than a hickey. On that note, ladies and germs,
Vampires in action.
Holy shnikes, what a weird crew of stories tonight. We want to thank everybody for listening tonight. We want to thank Michelle Nicolason, who was on talking about cystic fibrosis and the Stride Walk coming up in October, and of course the Yogurtland Fundraiser Day, October 9th.
Which we are going to attend.
That's right. Marion Russell, you better be ready for us, girl, because we're coming in for a lot of yogurt that day.
Is she still working there?
Oh, yeah.
She's still there.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She'll
All
love
right.
to see you guys.
Sadi, great to see you, even though we didn't give you camera time tonight.
I wanted to put her on, but she flat refused.
She flat refused.
Okay.
Figures JPEG.
She will be on the video, which you can find on our YouTube channel.
Vegas Unwrapped is youtube.com/Unwrapped 2010. And of course, Miss Katie, always a pleasure to see you, sweetie.
That's
Anytime.
I love you guys.
Kelly.
That's
Love
right.
you guys. Thank you.
We want to thank everybody for listening. Next week, I know we got a guest schedule. I can't think who it is, but we got somebody scheduled.
I'm
Just
sure.
stay tuned to the Facebook page for all the news and highlights. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
Bobcat, thank you.
Thank you.
JPEG, as always. Mr. Cash, be kind to each other, sir. Why is that?
We are all we have.
Have a great week, everybody, from Vegas Unwrapped.